it's Tree from Tree Essentials, and I kind of wanted to chime in a little more about building your relationship with Creator and your hair growth journey, because they truly go together. And yesterday, or the day when you are watching the first one, I talked to you kind of about how God created heaven and earth, and the earth was out void, and we were made out of the dust. But I wanted to get even deeper. When you are building a relationship with Creator, and you're chiming in and tuning in to His presence, to Spirit's presence, you are actually starting to tune into what is actually real. And when I say that, it's because we are spiritual beings having a human experience. So after you leave here, hopefully you're going to heaven, but there's as well another place, which is hell area. But regardless, heaven on earth is where you want to be at, and that's where the hair growth really resides. Heaven on earth is a mindset. It's a space of wholeness, peace, content, joy, fruits of the Spirit. And when you have those things going in, it's really hard to get knocked off into a space of chaos. Like, first and foremost, there's always chaos. If you're reading the word and things, you'll start seeing there's a lot of wars that were happening, a lot of situations, deaths, famines, babies passing, people eating people because there's not enough. But then you also see spaces and places of individuals going through in harmony, having a spirit of truth and peace, harmony, not cutting hair. When they're not cutting their hair, they're actually having a intimate with Creator, and it was kind of a promise. And that is actually the Nazarene spirit, or Nazarene covenant, when you're not cutting your hair. Because as you grow your hair out and you start getting to a place, you're actually sitting there timing into the everyday of life. Now, hair grows in a centrifugal pattern, which means it grows in a spiral. If you have African descent or not straight hair, your hair is growing in a spiral. Your hair is always growing. It's in an anagen phase majority 90% of the time, unless you're having health issues, and that's something we can talk about later, because that even is something that coincides with Creator. And you can start seeing that when you're growing your hair out, you're in a space of clarity, peace of mind. And that's because your hair is an antenna, and it feels the environment that you are placing yourself in. It is something that grows like on your hands, your legs, in your pubic area, but especially on your head and scalp, because that's where your brain resides. It's a space of cushioning support, but it truly is there to sense the world around you. Now, when you see that, Creator always wanted you to be in discernment, be in awareness, and being in the fruit of the Spirit with Him in an accordance. Now, when we start getting off and weary, that is not to say that He doesn't love us, Spirit doesn't love us anymore, but you will get chastised and disciplined if you're one of His children. And so when you're in that state, meaning something isn't right, you have a lot going on, that's just a space for you to have awareness and to get a reflection. And that's as well a time where you can go into a space of repentance and forgiveness as well. And that's something you talk to Creator with in your relationship, because my relationship and your relationship would be completely different things, but there is, at the end of the day, some sense of alignment in the grand scheme of things, which means do right by others and do right by yourself, and do right, number one, by Creator. And obedience is always something that's taken over sacrifice, or doing some type of continual regimen. When you're doing your regimen on a daily basis, it's a space, of course, that is necessary. But what I'm trying to tell you in the last video is if you are working with Creator and you ask that to be something as a part of your promise towards, please know it will come to pass, but you have to do your part. That's where I'm saying obedience is key. We have things sometimes we don't want to let go of, and that's where the healthy behavior changes come in, because you always want to replace a negative situation with something positive. That's how you do it. You do not just get rid of something negative and then not replace it with something. And do not forget, I'm a health educator, so I'm really truly speaking of fact that if you replace something negative with something positive, it's more likely to stick and stay. I'm just lifting my nose ring up. I need to switch this one out because I think it's a little big. But anyways, when you are doing things of that nature, you reward yourself and you see yourself with self-love, self-care. And Creator said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And that means self-love, self-care. And our God is a God of love. And I'm talking about Yeshua, I'm talking about Yahweh, I'm talking about Christ, I'm talking about that God. I don't know the other gods, what they do, but that God right there is a space of love. And do unto others as you have them do unto you is something in all cultures. And when you do unto others as you have them do unto you, everybody wants to be treated with some type of love and respect. That is just a thing that is necessary for us to thrive. I don't know if you knew, but every serial killer, but every serial killer, when you look at their backstory, they've always been abused somewhere in their childhood. Now that's really sad, but it's also just to show you how much that trauma can affect going into your adulthood and just period. So when you start repeating back healthy behavior changes, you're going to start seeing a ripple effect of things around you just starting to change in vibrancy levels. And that's the main thing that you need to be doing when you want your hair growth, because nothing changes unless you do some changes. And your changes is something that is an inner doing, something that has to be done from the inside. Your hair does not grow from the outside. It grows from the things you put inside. And when you're on your hair growth journey, you actually want to sit in a truth and pattern of knowing that this is a life experience. It's not just about growing some hair and then calling it a day. It's actually about becoming your very better best self, getting that glowing skin, getting them nails growing, doing you, living your best life, enjoying the moment, being in your peace, reverencing Creator, and living your best life. Like, who wants to just have hair and call it a day? That is not cute. Just to have hair. Anybody can put hair on their body and call it a day. And anybody can actually look cute, but if they don't have their insides cute and not showing cute, then you actually look a little ugly. Nobody wants to be around that. So I know that is something that when you look, Creator doesn't like things of people being unkind to one another. That is like one of the most disgraceful things that you can do to want to reverence Creator. Now, one thing I want you to note too when you're on your hair growth journey is the fact that it's your journey. You are on a personal experience, and that personal experience as well, like I said, your relationship with Creator is its own personal experience. Creator loves you and loves that other person down the street and the other ones too, but your love that you get from Creator is something that's going to be different than the love that is probably given from to others, because we're all special and beautiful, unique beings. So look at this as a journey to go within, and some parts is going without things and actually embracing that moment and knowing that you are going to get what is necessary for you. So sometimes that's a removal of things, sometimes that's an addition of things, meaning people, places, things, even items that you put in your body, even the books you read, even the places you walk and go to. It's just an overall truth being in a beautiful way to just see life in a different manner, like embracing the mundanes and being in a more mindfulness way. That's a piece of living with Creator, because you are to enjoy, have a spirit of gratitude, attitude, and that's something that you can do and have in any circumstance. I mean that. I forget which disciple it was, but one of the disciples said, I've lived with things and I've lived without. I've gone through things and I've gone through without. I know what it means to be content in any circumstance. full or unfull, and that is a peace of mind that nobody can take from you. And that's something that you have to go on and experience on your own and have your own journey. And it's actually truly a beautiful thing, because at the end of the day, when you walk and go through that, nobody can take that from you. And yes, I'm talking about hair growth, but I am talking about a life development. I'm not talking about just hair. You are not to be adorned by jewelry and things. And yes, I have all my bling on. I know it's cute to me. Hopefully it's cute to you too. And if it's not, I don't care. But what I'm not trying to tell you is you can wear it, but it doesn't make you who you are. Things are not to make who you are. You are to glow from within. And that is what beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And the eye of the beholder is the soul. Your eyes are a place to your soul. Like, you can see if somebody's good or not just by looking into their eyes and knowing that you're in a space and presence and aura that is space of peace. And I could go on a whole journey and spill even in that manner, but we're not talking about that right now, going into eyes. It's just the eye of the beholder, the beauty. Like, anyone can be beautiful as long as you have that character and integrity. And that's really what you want to exuberate and vibrate out into this earth, is that inner glowing and that confidence and that joy and that self-love, because it becomes a ripple effect and it becomes more than just a hair journey. It becomes a full experience. And that's really what Creator wants in our life. And lastly, when you are working with Creator and being with your hair growth journey, note that that is time of reflection for you to really get to know Creator himself and herself, meaning spirit. Because at the end of the day, when you're working with Creator, he doesn't want and she doesn't, spirit, however, Creator, they're not looking for you to do a transaction. Like, yes, you can ask, hey, can you get my hair? But let's say you did that and damn, I cuss. And then bam, you got the hair, and then you be like, all right, I'm done. You're probably gonna lose that hair in some situation or manner. Like, your hair growth journey is actually a spirit and acknowledgement to show that you are looking for things higher in life. Like, it's so much going on in the world, and things can change in a blink of an eye. Like, the only constant in life is change. So keep that in mind. And the body moves in change. There's a cycle of life and change. And everything that you're going through, no, if it's bad right now, it's not going to be bad forever. Like, that's a cycle and season. There's a time to die, time to be born, time to wither, time to flourish, time to have war, time to have peace. Like, it's all of that. And that's in Ecclesiastes. But it's real, because even flowers don't bloom forever. I mean, now if you live in a humid, warm area, they last longer, but you get what I'm saying. There's different seasons for everything under the sun, and piece of that is the hair growth journey too. Like, there are going to be different spaces. There's going to be different pieces and points in this hair growth journey where you start joining and seeing different pieces of yourself. Because if you're looking for change in life in that time, you're actually going to see changes in other spaces. You know, when a girl, they say new you, new do. And when a woman changes her hair, she changes her life. That's a real thing, because you are going through an experience of transition and a journey that is something that is, again, unique to you. So with all of that being said, I again am Tree from Tree Essentials. I am a health educator and as well an advanced natural hair consultant, and I can truly get you on an accelerated path on your hair growth journey. Sorry, there's a truck that just passed. I can get you through on, it's another truck, on your hair growth journey in an accelerated manner, truly. And this is my expertise. You can join my free community where I have extra information and tidbits to get you started. And last but not least, you can as well book a personal consultation with me. And I look forward to seeing you We are restoring our trees to grow essentially. And yes, our hair is a tree. We are like a plant, and we have the ability to plant seed, inspire others, and aspire change. So you have a great day and or night whenever you are watching this, and I look forward to working and seeing you soon. All right, you have a great day and or night, and I will see you later. Bye.